Mm, 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 Collective dance party, 5 more seconds. Get into it. It's a fucking beautiful day today. I don't care if it's not beautiful outside. It's beautiful here. You get my beautiful sunny energy. There you go. Open to receive. Okay, let's see what message they want to bring through today. Okay, they're bringing through a message around desiring to uncover deeper levels of one's authenticity. As we move forward in this timing, it's important to allow yourself to experience the fullness of your expression in a variety of ways. There may be areas in which you have been feeling called to for long periods of time that are now coming back up to the surface to allow you to reevaluate whether or not these are things that you wish to be experiencing in your present reality. Maybe there are interests of various kinds that you have put on the back burner or that have not been priorities up until this point for whatever reason. And at this time, there is a reevaluation happening that is leading you to potentially move into incorporating some of these things into your life and really like what the message here is that incorporating these things into your life is allowing for more personal investigation to fine tune your authenticity, because when we investigate things and we get to play with how we are expressing things, expressing ourselves through a variety of means, that means that we are able to further that kind of expansive expression of ourselves and our authenticity. There may be things that individuals have been desiring to put energy into that they have not done so with up until this point. This does not mean that these things were not always integral parts of these individuals. However, there has been divine timing at play. And oftentimes, up until this point, there has been very specific attention put to situations and energies that have needed acknowledgement and presence. As we move forward in this timing, we are allowed to move into the expression of the variety of different ways that we can be investigating ourselves. So with this message, they're basically saying, like, up until this point, there's been a lot of focus on our karmic patterns. There's been a lot of focus within karmic relationships. There's been a lot of focus on lesson learning. And as we're moving forward, like, this is such 5D energy and I fucking love it. As we're moving forward and those things are less of an issue, we are attracting in less and less of energies that are surrounding past wounding or that are reflecting core wounds, because we've worked through them, we've acknowledged them, we've released them, we've, let that shit go. Now we are able to now we're able to play a little bit more. Now we can investigate all of these different areas that have drawn our interest up until this point without the heavy energy that's surrounding our karmic patterns that really kind of limits how we want to express ourselves, limits our ability to express ourselves fully, because that kind of like density or that armoring or those old emotional patterns, they weigh us down. They stop us from being authentic. They stop us from showing up in the way that we want to be showing up. So with a lot of this being released, this feels like moving through March into like summer. These are things that are like this, spring into summer. This is what the focus is going to be, because we're going to be living more in our heart space. We're going to be opening up to more expansion, and then we're going to be wanting to express this newfound heart-based authentic energy through a variety of means that have been calling us up until this point. So pay attention to the little things that are coming up right now that are like, I want to do that. I want to try this out. Even if it's like, it feels like it could be out of your comfort zone. Like, for example, I've just recently have been like, I want to take Celtic fiddle lessons and like go to like a swing dance club, like shit like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, just go out there and have fun. I feel like I'm a coach. Like, go have fun, team. Any last messages? Opening up yourself to this expansive form of creative expression is going to allow you to bring in more of your authentic desires. When we sit in our authentic energy, we draw everything that matches that authenticity into us. It is no longer a case of seeking. It is a case of being and allowing that which you are to come in toward you, that which is a vibrational match to you to come in toward you. We also want to let people know that as they move through this period of density where there are many things being released, that there are going to be individuals that are experiencing pains associated with letting go of some of these things. Okay, so there's like grief, potentially grief. As we're moving out of old chapters, as we're moving into new chapters, it is absolutely normal and healthy to mourn and grieve old versions of self, old stories, old chapters. Give them the reverence that they deserve, because even though it's a period of your life that you are no longer, it's a period of your life that you're moving out of, that doesn't mean that it wasn't a significant period of your life. All periods of your life are significant, and you're exactly where you're supposed to be at all times. So that means that that part of you, that version of you, that chapter of your life needs the proper reverence and a proper letting go. Because oftentimes we take old energies into the present, and so whether that means that you have to do some kind of like energetic cord cutting, whether that means you do like an actual kind of like ceremony for yourself where you are letting go energetically of that past situation and then like giving acknowledgement to the fact that you are stepping into a completely new version of yourself, a completely new role. Because when we do that kind of energetic cutting and separation, it allows us to be able to move forward in much more positive ways than if we're like dragging old energy into the present. And oftentimes we're doing that subconsciously or unconsciously. So it's very important to give like proper acknowledgement to that and treat it with like a sacredness, because every single period of our life, every chapter of our life is sacred. And oftentimes we don't do, you know, ritual and ceremony enough, especially in this current socio, you know, whatever context. So start doing that for yourself, because you deserve it, and all of the things that you've been through deserve acknowledgement and energy. Okay, that's it for today. That's all they got for me. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed that message, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I love you.